It can happen to anyone. A Sioux Falls mother who lost her son last year to fentanyl poisoning is speaking out to share his story of addiction and how quickly it changed and ended his life. Don Jorgensen shares their story in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND.
Joseph, growing up as a child, he was very outgoing. He liked to do a lot of outdoor things.
Things like riding bikes. He loved anything on two wheels. He also loved hanging out with friends, and that's how Joseph's mother wants people to remember him. As he got older, Joseph went on to become a forest firefighter in Utah, fighting fires throughout the United States on the West Coast. Joseph was able to conquer a dream of firefighting and helping others, putting a smile on anyone's face who crossed his path. He eventually settled down and got married and had 2 children. His life seemed to be right on track. At least that's what everyone thought.
There was kind of signs when he had gotten married. I would hear that he was they would find a lot of cough syrup around and things like that. And then he was on Adderall. And so there was little things that he kind of dabbled in, I guess, at first.
In 2019, Joseph got divorced, and his mom says that's when things started to spiral out of control.
I noticed that he would call, he was asking for money, and then he never had a job, so I was always wondering, what are you doing for money?
Vicki says Joseph, who had moved to Grand Rapids, Michigan, was homeless and began using heroin and other opioids. She says they tried multiple times getting him help with treatment, but he never wanted to accept it.
Then about 2022 is when he stopped contacting everybody. And it was for a whole year that nobody heard a word from him.
She knew at that point things were not right.
That whole year that he was gone, he was living in a tent camp thing, and it was down by a river. And one of the pastors in Grand Rapids, Pastor Kevin, he would go down there and he would kind of mentor the guys and bring them food and coats and things like that through the winter. And that's where he met my son, Joe.
A lot of the homeless gave him the nickname JoJo.
Pastor Kevin did a lot for the guys down at the river, and he never called them homeless. He called them the Friends by the River.
But Joseph's addiction continued to get worse, with him shooting up with heroin and fentanyl on a regular basis. His mom says he didn't care about overdosing.
They've always had Narcan. So he's been Narcaned several times and at one time. And so he's died, overdosed multiple times, and they've brought him back.
7 times they brought him back to life. She remembers talking with him early last year about his addiction.
I said, I really wish I could help you get through this, Joe. And he said, I do too, Mom, but it's too late.
And it was too late. In March of last year, just 3 weeks after that conversation, Joseph OD'd again. But this time, he couldn't recover. He died at the age of 31. Now his mother and stepdad turned their shed into a bit of a memorial in their backyard, paying tribute to Joseph and his love for bikes. It's called JoJo's Bike Shop. While it helps with their healing, they have a message for others.
It can happen to anybody at any time. The drugs that are out there, they don't discriminate.
It's everywhere. So it does not matter if you just take one little pill for a one-time thing, and a lot of kids are doing that, and they're laced with fentanyl. Marijuana is laced with fentanyl. The opioids are laced with fentanyl. Everything is laced pretty much with fentanyl now. So it's either just a matter of time before you OD, or maybe that's your last time.
Don Jorgensen, KELOLAND News.
The Peralts say they believe education and awareness is key to prevention. Vicki attends a support group sponsored by Emily's Hope.